Hi, I'm Ty from Spy Camera CCTV, and in today's video what we're going to be looking at is how to connect an IP camera into your switch and then into your router. So what you need to do is, first off, you'd have your IP camera, you'd have two connections. One is for power if you need to run power, and one is an Ethernet cable. Now this one is a PoE camera, so it's power over Ethernet, meaning it can take the power from the one connection just here, which is your Ethernet cable. So what you'd have the camera itself, you'd have an Ethernet cable, looks just like that. That will go straight into the camera, into your connector just there, the Ethernet part. What you'll find is you're going to see a green flashing light on this end, just to let you know it's taking power. What you'd need is a PoE switch. So the switch itself is powered via mains, and in turn it'll feed the power through each one of these little ports just here. Plug the camera into there. What you'll find is there's a green flashing light there and a green flashing light on there. Again, that's just so you can see there is a connection between the two. Alternatively, if you haven't got a PoE camera and you still want to run the one cable, you can do that. You would just need a PoE injector. What this does is it just allows you to have, as you see, you get two different ends. They come as a pair. You've got your Ethernet end and then the power on there. So to connect that, what you'd have is the end which has got the male connection just there. This will be for the camera end. So you'd use your red connection for your power there, plug it in just there, and then you'd have the Ethernet connecting bit going straight in to that little connector. What you then need is an Ethernet cable from this straight into that, back to this end of the injector. Now what you then do with this end is you'd have your Ethernet cable going into it. Then what you'd have is you'd have your mains power plug plugged into the mains. Then you'd have the power going straight into this. So what's happening is you have a mains plugged into the wall, but instead of you running one mains cable as well as one Ethernet cable, if your camera isn't PoE, where you can't power off with just a switch, you can use this little injector, and it will just take the power from that, travel it down this cable here into the other end of the camera. What you then do is the injector itself will go into the switch. Again, you don't have to use PoE cameras on a PoE switch. You can use normal IP cameras on a switch as well. So the switch will still take a video feed from it and then carry it through into your router. So as you see, I've got my camera connected into the switch. What you then have is the NVR. So on the NVR, you plug it straight into your line port, which is just there. Now an NVR is what you use to record in. So this is what you use to record your IP cameras. You go straight into there, and then into the switch. Any port on the switch, it doesn't have to be a special port, any port would be fine. Plug it straight into there. And then what you'd have is one more Ethernet cable going from the switch into the back of your router. Hop it straight in just like that. So what you're going to find is you've got a connection from the switch into the router. So you have the camera. You can have up to 8 cameras on this switch. If you do have more, then we do have a 24 port switch as well, so you can get more. The MVR would also go into the switch, because it just allows you to keep it all in one location and then have one cable going from the switch into your MVR. So in an ideal situation, you'd have 4 cameras all being fed back to one central location where your switch is and your MVR, all plugged into the one switch, and then you can just have the one cable going from your switch into your router. So it keeps a nice tidy connection there for you. Thank you very much for watching. If you do have any other questions, or you do want to find out a little bit more about any of our equipment that you see here today, feel free to give us a call on 0117 325 2470. Or alternatively, you can drop us an email, which is info@spycameracctv.com. Thank you very much for watching.